What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily. We're here on a Thursday, and boy, we're here on a slow Thursday, Papa Dude. There is not much going on. You were complaining about the sports world, which is pretty bad. Horse racing, not a whole lot better. We do have Belmont at the Big A, but it all heats up this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be crazy. Look, we don't really have games to preview. We do have a race of the day. We'll do that here in a second. Just some general topics to kind of get us going for the weekend. We're going to start with the baseball playoffs. We've got the first round over with. All four winners were sweeps in that. We're now to the divisional series. Here's what we've got on tap, Papa Dude. We've got the Rangers and the Orioles, and then we got the Twins and the Astros. That's going to be in the American League. Phillies and the Braves in the National League, and then also the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Let's start American League. Who's coming out of this? Who's going to win the American League and represent the American League in the World Series?
Well, we got a real surprise in the first one where we have the Rangers against the Orioles. I think most people thought the Rays would win that series, and they got swept. Well, they lost the 2 games. Yep. I guess we'd say they got swept, and they only scored 1 run in 2 games. To me, this is a real shocker, one of the 2 shockers. And one of the reasons why I don't have anything to bet today is there's not very many games and there's no baseball. There were supposed to be game 3s today. There aren't any. Yeah, Tampa, as Jordan said, laid an egg.
Bad.
Yeah, you know, and then you got the Twins who played really well against Toronto and won those 2, going up against the Houston team that, in my opinion, has underachieved a little bit this year. I think the Twins could upset them. The Astros just never have gotten going much. So I'm going to stick with the Orioles because they've been the best team all year. But Texas is playing well, and they're very dangerous. I think the Orioles are a little deeper pitching-wise. So I'm going to take the Orioles to come out of the American League.
Orioles, you think they – and I'm with you. I think Nick Seevers says Rangers-Braves. I think the winner of this Rangers-Orioles series will win the American League.
I do too.
I'm kind of with you on that. I took the Orioles as well. Listen, these guys are young. They've been great all year. They've been fun to bet, as you've pointed out to me all year long. Every day you're texting me. It's like, why are they minus 135? Why are they plus 105? They were all year, and they won 100 games. By the way, they're minus 145 right now to win this first game against the Rangers. To me, that makes sense. So,
well, you know, that's one of their highest ones.
I know.
And really,
That's true.
I kind of expected it to be lower the way Texas is playing. You know,
all right, you're going Orioles. I'm going Orioles. I agree. I thought it'd be a little bit lower as well. All right, let's go National League. 2 heavy favorites here with the Braves over the Phillies and the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks. They're both minus 205 right now to win game 1. Series price is going to be similar to that. Will they get upset? And then who's winning if they don't get upset?
The Phillies are one of those teams that's kind of tough.
I agree. I thought this matchup, Phillies-Braves.
Yeah, I don't think this is the one the Braves want.
Yeah.
I think they just soon play somebody beside a team in their division.
They're tough. They're going to be tough at Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They've been tough on the Braves in the past.
Yeah.
I think that's more interesting of a series than the other one, but go ahead.
I do too. I can't see. I don't think the D-backs think they can beat the Dodgers. I just think the Dodgers are kind of got their number, got the Western team's number. I don't think the D-backs wanted to play the Dodgers either. But you got to talk about the D-backs going into Milwaukee and beating a team that was playing really well. And they struggled to get into the playoffs, and to go in there and beat them. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good accomplishment. I think their luck runs out, though. I'm taking the Dodgers to beat them. If Atlanta gets by the Phillies, I think they beat the Dodgers because I think they got better pitching and they're deeper than the Dodgers are. So I'm going to take the Braves, but I'd be worried about them. And I'm kind of a Braves fan. I'd be worried about them against the Phillies.
Yeah, Nick, we used to be huge Brave fans when I was a kid. Kind of faded a little bit now, but still kind of root for them. I agree. I always hated the Phillies. Hated them.
Yeah.
They were always at teams like, these guys are a bunch of losers, and then they'd beat us, you know? So it's always been that way.
Yeah. You know, they're tough, and they went a long way last year. Mm-hmm. You get in these playoffs, they're pretty good, and they're hard to beat. So,
yep.
I would be worried if I was a big time Braves fan.
Yep, I hear you. I hear you. So it's going to be interesting here. I'm going to take the Braves to get out of it. I think the Braves are going to beat the Orioles in the World Series. Who do you got winning the whole thing?
I got to take Atlanta.
Yeah,
I know it's pretty chalky, but
it is.
they're
But
just the best team. They were the
it's so
best
good.
team. The Braves never went into any kind of a slump. They'd lose a couple, and you'd think, okay, they're kind of, every team goes into a slump. They didn't.
Yep.
They'd lose a couple, and then wham, they'd win 3 in a row. They're just one of those teams. They're very consistent. The problem with the playoffs, you just have to win 4 games. It's not the whole season, and man, you see this a lot where these great teams don't win. Something happens, they lose a game you didn't think they were going to lose. They get behind the 8 ball, the pressure gets on them, and you just don't know. Baseball's awfully hard to predict, and here we are I am predicting the 2 best teams get there. That's probably not going to happen.
Yep. No, I totally am with you. It's tough. It like best of 3s and best of 5s. You played 162 games, and then I'll go up and smoke 2 or 3 games. That's tough.
I forgot this first round's a best of 5.
Yep.
I don't think that's fair. I think it should be a best of 7. We're down to the final 4. It should not be a best of 5. If they're worried about getting this over before it gets cold, shorten the damn season and don't play so many games.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
all right. Looking forward to this weekend, or looking towards the weekend. This is going to be huge. Horse racing, massive weekend. Also, a massive weekend for sports as well. I'm lobbing you the softball question. You're going to take it first, okay? What are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Well, that's really simple. My weekend will be either good or bad by 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. And if Oklahoma wins, I don't give a shit what happens the rest of the weekend. It's a great weekend. It doesn't matter. So, and if they lose, I really don't give a shit about what happens the rest of the weekend as well. So that's how much this game means to OU fans. Rodney had a question. I think it was Rodney had a question. I can't remember what it was. It's not on there right now, but it was something. I think it's how good is Oklahoma's defense? I think was his question. Rodney, we don't know how good anything is on Oklahoma as of this point because they haven't played anybody that's very good. So that's the big unknown, and that's why Aaron and I both are taking Texas because Texas is tested and we're not. And that's the big question. What's going to happen when something goes wrong? And what could happen if possibly we get down 14-0 right off the bat? I'm worried a little bit about something like that happening. So I think Texas wins. I think they cover. I just hope we play well.
Aaron Marshall says Texas on the LOS seems too tough for Sooners, talking about line of scrimmage. And I think that's the problem. Here's the key to the game. And if you guys are out there handicapping this game, 20 out of the last 22 years, the team that won the rushing battle won the game. All of that points to Texas is going to run the ball better than Oklahoma. Oklahoma has really struggled to run the ball. Texas has been really good at it. There have been years you go down there and it flips for whatever reason. But to me, I think Texas runs the ball better. I think Texas wins. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be, a hell of a time.
I just hope we play well. I don't think we're quite there yet, but we're getting better. And that's what you want to see.
Yep, getting a lot better. And look, weird things happen in that game. There's no question about it. Really weird things happen, and we'll see what happens. I'm pretty darn excited about it as well. I will talk about the racing. I am really excited for all the 2-year-old races that are coming up this weekend. Whether it be the Champagne, whether it be the Breeders' Futurity, whether it be the American Pharoah out at Santa Anita, we've got a lot of stuff to kind of sort through. We got a lot of stuff to try to figure out in those divisions. We're going to start figuring it out this weekend, or at least take steps towards it. You got Locked running at Keeneland. He looks awfully good. So does Awesome Road. You go up you got Fierceness up at Belmont. I think he could be the real deal. And then, I mean, you also have horses like Master of the Sea, who Rodney thinks might be the next Modern Games. He's obviously an older horse running on the turf at Keeneland this Saturday. This is a great weekend. Having races just all over the country. I can't wait for it. It's going to be really, really fun. Going to be a really good weekend. Magic is here. Are you ready, Magic, to come in? Okay. Magic is ready. Yeah. What are you looking forward to this weekend, Magic?
My goodness. I think the 3 juvenile races, I think, like you said in your preview for, I forget which one of them, but you did so many previews. By the way, thank you, Aaron, for the hard work that you put in. You guys don't understand all the hard work Aaron put in to get all these videos recorded yesterday for this weekend. But yeah, between the American Pharoah, the Champagne, and the Breeders' Futurity, like Saturday is about the 2-year-olds. It's going to be great to see. Hi guys. It's going to be great to see what we get out of this, because we don't have a standout. Last year we had Cave Rock on the West Coast. We knew, like, going to the American Fair, we're like, oh, Cave Rock's probably the bomb, and then he dominated. We're like, oh yeah, he's the bomb. And Forte, it's like shit. When he and Loggins threw down the Breeders' Futurity, I said, okay, here we go. By the way, Breeders' Futurity is setting up for a rematch between Pletcher and Cox. Personally, I think Cox gets the better of Pletcher in this one, but we'll see what happens.
It's funny. Both barns think they're going to win, and I was texting my buddy giving him shit because, we were saying, yeah, the Cox barn, he thinks he's going to win. And our buddy from the Pletcher barn goes, when does he not think he's going to win? I said, yeah, it's just like the Pletcher barn. They think they're going to win every race. So
you guys, I got a math question for you guys and for Rodney in the chat. Because I haven't seen him since last weekend. What is 30 minus 7?
30 minus 7.
Yes.
23.
That's the number of points Rodney was off by when he said USC was going to beat Colorado by 30. That's what it is. Morning, Rodney. Good to see you, buddy. I only say that because he was flooding our comments all week. USC by 30. USC by 30. USC by 30. Listen, at the end of the day, they don't ask how much you won by. They just ask how many.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Well, he hadn't said a word about USC this week.
That is funny. Even like if Bleeker's off, he would be like USC by 30. Like we're talking about Churchill Downs right now. So everybody.
Can I throw my 2 cents in on these juvenile races?
Yeah.
I call them the juvenile delinquent races because 2-year-olds are like juvenile delinquents. And I don't know how many we talk, we're going to find the champion 2-year-old out of these juvenile delinquent races. No, we're not. You don't know what these son of bitches are going to do. You don't know. They're 2 years old. It's like a kid. We don't know. We don't know. And we're not going to know. You don't know what they're going to do between now and May the whatever it is, 4th or 5th.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. We this year for the males, every time we get to one of these races, it blows up, and you're like, I don't know what that was. So, heavily hyped 2-year-olds. That's definitely one of the things that racing that can drive you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see. Speaking of racing, let's go to the race of the day, guys. Let's go. Well, Belmont at the Big A, race 8 on the card here. Like I said, it's going to be. It was quiet yesterday. It's going to be quiet today. It's going to be nuts the next 3 days. So kind of enjoy it. Race 8 here, though, at Belmont at the Big A. Allowance optional claimer here, going 1 mile, $100,000 the purse. I kind of like a long shot in here. Magic, who do you like?
There's a couple horses I liked. I did really like Ichiban in here and Ichiban Scratch. So with that in mind, I'm going to go with the other Linda Rice with Jose Lescano, the 8 Portage at 4-1. This horse will sit a nice stalking trip. I think you've got plenty of speed between the 1, the 6, the 7 can go. I think he'll sit right there alongside the 2 Pure Pauline, who I also like. I don't know if that's the long shot that you do. If it is, I apologize. But I like the Linda Rice horse there with Jose Lescano. Portage. Also, Portage, I know that there's Portage, the verb. But Portage is a town in Michigan, right next to Kalamazoo, Michigan, where I grew up.
Wow.
There you go. Well.
Fun fact of the day.
Happy you're here, Magic, to give us that nugget of information. All right, Papa Dude, who do you like in this one?
Well, I'm going to go a long shot as well. I think the 6 and the 7 are probably the logical choices, but they don't win a whole lot. They're consistent, though. They're right there every time, both of them. I'm going to go with I think it's the 5, Sweet Mystery is who I'm going with. Won at this level last time out at Saratoga, was second by a neck the time before that, 8-1. Why can't he wins, or she. So I'm going to go with the 5, Sweet Mystery, as an upset.
All right, gonna go with the 5. Nobody said it. I'm gonna go with a 4, Toned Up. I think Rob Atras has this horse ready to roll here at Belmont at the Big A. 2 races, it ran okay at this level since being claimed by Atras. Got second in a 1.25 mile race at this level. Got 4th last time out, but got beat by Jith Catherine, Raging Sea. Pretty good horses there last time out. I think cut back to the mile works well for this horse today. You kind of look, some of her previous races at a mile weren't too bad. I think she catches an easier field than what she's been facing. So give me the 4, Toned Up on top in this one. I think this horse will outrun the odds of 12-1. Magic, what do you think?
I think the pace is going to set up well for the 4. And yeah, Atras. You could say Atras will have her toned up for this 1 mile dirt test.
Correct, Magic. There you go. I like it. I like where your head's at. I was going to comment real quick.
That's what she said.
What's that?
That's what she said.
It's not. Okay. I'm going to comment real quick on what Rodney's talking about here. He says we're never going to have a back to the Pete Carroll days. I've heard from a lot of recruiting sources that Lincoln Riley's not doing much in recruiting at all right now. So I don't know what the deal is. I thought he was a pretty darn good recruiter, but it sounds like that's just not the case. He has not done very well in the upcoming year. So we'll see if that changes for you, Rodney. Rodney, I'm going to tell you right now, the fire the defensive coordinator, it's not going to change.
Nope.
You're looking at 2 guys that have been down this road, Rodney. It's not going to change. You can fire Alex Grinch. You can get somebody else in. They'll say he's going to be amazing. He's not. They won't. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not going to happen. So just be ready for that. All right, let's get to the best bets here. Papa Dude, let's go to yours first.
Well, I had 3 to choose from. Okay, because that's all. I could have picked a horse, but that would have been even dumber than this for me. So, and I was too lazy to go through all the races, if you don't know the truth. So anyway, I had to pick from Liberty at last I saw 21-point favorite over Sam Houston State. Western Kentucky 6-point over Louisiana Tech. Didn't like either one of those. I don't like this one either, but I think this one's got the best chance because I don't think Washington's very good. And I think the Bears are going to go in there and play pretty good tonight. So I like the Bears at +6. I think Washington wins. I think the Bears are going to play them fairly close tonight because I don't think Washington's very good. So that's my reasoning.
I don't like it, but Magic, what do you think about this bet?
I don't like it either.
Why'd you pick it?
Because I hated the other 2. I had to pick something, Magic. Give me some. I even looked to see if the WNBA was playing tonight. I
don't like it.
No, they're not. They're not playing until the 8th.
I know.
They're not playing until Sunday, by the way.
All right, Magic. Let's talk about your
bet Magic. Today. I can't get one right anyway, so why not go with a dumb one?
There's like that your defense was, well, I didn't like anything horse picking, so that would have been dumber than this pick, which is picking an 0-4 Chicago Bears team on the road.
I like them tonight. I think they're going to stand up and be a Bear tonight.
I think that might be their only chance if they got real.
I also don't like the.
They had a real bear.
I don't like the Commanders. I think it's a dumb name.
You know, we talked about that. We need like the Dolphin back in the end zone in Miami. You know, we talked about maybe if they brought out a live bear, it could
put a bear right behind the goalpost and just like right behind there and dare the other team. When the other team's on offense coming that way, yeah, come on over here by the real bear.
Yeah,
don't put him in a cage. Put him on a chain. The chain only lets him get to right like 2 feet behind the goalpost, but he'll get 2 feet behind the goalpost. Do you want to get in that end zone? You want to go deep? Flag route? No, I'm good. I'm good, coach.
All right, man. Let's get to your best bet of the day. No Bears involved.
So here's the thing. I really wanted to pick. I told Aaron I really tried to find a reason to pick the Liberty game just because I wanted to come on and make a bunch of Liberty Mutual Insurance commercial jokes, and I couldn't do it. So I had to find a winning bet. I love this under here. Louisiana Tech, their passing defense right now allowing just 152 yards in the air per game. They have 11 sacks and 4 interceptions right now. So they're getting after the quarterback. They're disrupting the flow of the passing attack. Speaking of passing attack, Louisiana Tech, they've been without their starting quarterback their last 2 games. He may or may not play. He's got a shoulder injury. They still, I just checked right before I came into the room here. There's still no decision if he's playing or not. The sophomore backup has been really underwhelming. He was like 9 for 20 in his last game. So you have all that to worry about. Plus, it's a Thursday night game. You got an early turnaround. You know, are the kids completely focused? Have they had enough time to prepare? Like, are the offenses ready for what's going to happen? So I think you have 2 sluggish offenses, and I think you have 2 relatively good defenses for this level here. So I think under 60.5 is pretty solid.
All right, under 60.5. College football guy up there. What do you think about this one?
I don't like it.
I set you up for it, and you came through. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
I was praying you knew what I was trying to do there, and you did. So good job. All right, well, let's see if we could shit on all 3 of these bets today. I'm going to go to the track.
I don't have any idea on this one.
Okay, well, Magic might. Belmont at the Big A for me today. Race 2 on the card. I like the number 1 Chasing Daylight on top in this spot. Gets major class relief after running over her head last time out. Gets Flavian Pratt back aboard for the 3rd straight race. I think this horse is the speed. I think from the rail, the horse gets out in front here going 1 mile at Belmont at the Big A. It's a bad field. I think if you get out in front, if Pratt's aggressive, I think she kind of just takes some gate to wire through here without much of a problem. So I'm going to go number 1, Chasing Daylight. By the way, sire of this horse, Mr. Z. Mr. Z, that's right. If you remember him, you know he was a little bit crazy. Hopefully Chasing Daylight is not crazy today. All right, Magic, you hate it?
I don't like it, Aaron. I love it. I love this pick. However, she's 6-5 morning line. It is a big class drop. I'm going to pull Mike Somich on you. What's your exacta if she's under odds?
I'm overruling that.
Oh, wait, did we throw that stupid rule out?
Yes.
Okay, number 1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is gone, so it doesn't matter. No,
yeah, if you want that rule back, come back to the show, bitch.
Yeah. No,
you can't predict the odds. You just can't. You know, that's just not right.
No, you can't. And
right.
horses that I think might be 6-5 go off at 1.
Well, then is it like with golf where like
go off at 8-5? So
are we going to have the golf rule where it's like if you don't like make it past the ladies' tee, you have to like shoot with your pants at your ankles the rest of the hole?
No.
Like if you miss the like a horse that's like 3-5 or under, like if it doesn't win, do you have to be like pantsless the next show?
No.
I mean, nobody can see our pants anyways. Like, why don't you just?
Good point.
You're supposed to just say yes and play along. Like, yeah, of course. Like, you can't see what I'm wearing.
I was trying to answer your question. I think the 5 is the other one you need to use. Getting back to the dirt, cutting back to a mile, I think will close up and get second. So 1-5 if you want to play the exact. You know what the great thing about it is? Everybody watching, you can do whatever you want. This is a horse I think is going to win today. If you don't want to play it to win, go play the exacta. Go play the trifecta, right? Like, do whatever you want with it. But for me, I think the 1's going to win the race. If you want to play exacta, go with the 5. I like the 5 in second.
I say, why wait till next show, right?
Yeah. Hey, if you like tossing chalks, do it. Right?
Oh, it says chalks. Tossing chalk. Okay. Got it.
You don't have to play it. This is what I'm saying. You go do whatever you want. I don't care. So this is what I like today. Yeah, shirtless right now. Go ahead, Magic. Take it off. No,
please don't.
No, please don't. Okay, he's gone for now. No, he's back. All right, we got to get out of here. I thought this show would be 5 minutes, but I should have known it would be.
Yeah,
longer.
it was good.
Yeah, it ended up being a good show today. All right, we'll be right back here all week. It's going to be fun all week long. Going to be a lot going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be here for you. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching this one. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Oh, also, Blinkers Off coming on 33 minutes away. We're going noon Central today for Blinkers Off. Dudes Who Bet Sports already happened, so if you want to go listen to that, it's there for you. Magic Mike.
Yes, we're doing Keeneland late pick 5 Saturday.
Okay.
The Saturday show. We're doing Saturday's late pick 5 on today's show, which is 5 Eastern. Sorry.
Do it. I like it. Sounds good. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hooray!
We're still live, Aaron. Did you want to end the show or?
Oh, we're still live. It says an
Yeah.
error occurred when trying to end the stream. Wait a moment and try again.